guys, so welcome to the dynamic warm-up video. So in this section here we're going to look at a combination of exercises that you can use for obviously dynamic warm-ups, and these would be applicable to multi-directional sports, so rugby, football, hockey, netball, and also running. So when you think about warm-up, we use an acronym called RAMP. So the R stands for raise, so we're looking at obviously raising the heart rate. A stands for activate, so obviously activating the muscles. Mobilize is the M, and that looks at how the joints that we're going to be using and the type of movement patterns we're going to be using with those joints. And then P stands for potentiate. So with potentiation, we're looking at the intensity that we are going to be doing the main activity. So when we think about that, for example, if we were going to go into lifting, we'd perhaps be looking at some degree of squat jumps or things like that. What we need to remember is that we are all very different. When it comes to warming up, some of us find that it may take us 10 minutes, others of us it may take us 30 minutes. So don't prejudge anything with this. Just work with how you feel and just take your time building up into that, because at the end of the day this is about reducing injury as well. Okay, so we're going to start with dead bugs. So you're going to lie on the floor, bringing your feet ankles in line with your knees and knees in line with the hips. We're bringing the arms straight up into the air, and then we're going to send back opposite arm to opposite leg. So we're going to aim for all of these activities for 10 repetitions. And obviously, if we're doing unilateral work, we're looking at 10 repetitions on either side. Okay, so once you've done your 10 of these, bring your heels, place your feet on the floor, bring your heels as close to the bottom as you can, making sure that the feet aren't going out either side of the hips. And then from here, we're going to do our little pelvic tilt. So just activating anterior and posterior tilts. Okay, and here you could also do some glute squeezes to get the glutes activated as well. Then from there we're going to go into lifting up into shoulder bridge or glute bridge. You can take the arms behind the head as well if you want to. So lifting and lowering into your glute bridge here. And then from there, once you've done 10 of these, we're going to go into glute bridge with a hip opener. So you bring one foot across the opposite leg, and then from there, as you lift up, trying to keep the pelvis level and lowering it down. So go for 10 of these, obviously on each side. Okay, from there, we're going to come into a shoulder shrug. So bring the arms up into the air, and we're just retracting the scapula back down towards the ground, so lifting and lowering here. And then once you've done your 10 of these, turn over onto one side, bring the palms together, keep the knees stacked, and then we're going to do a chest opener, so rotating through the upper body here, opening out through our thoracic. Okay, so you just work with your movement range at this level. If you wanted to, you can do 5 of these and then 5 with a half circle back over, so just bringing in a little bit more through the shoulder joint. Okay, alright, from there a little bit more core activation, so come onto all fours into Superman. Make sure the shoulders are stacked over the wrists and we've got a stronger base of support, and then extending opposite arm, opposite leg. And if you want to increase this one, you feel warmer, come up onto your plank and extending opposite arm and opposite legs as me, falling over. I've still got strength in my left arm after breaking my arm. Okay, so from there, bring right foot in front of you. Just doing some rocking rolling, so working through your hip flexors here. Obviously you're doing this on either side. If you want to take it a bit further, hands either side of the front foot. So dropping the back knee, lifting the front toes. Obviously you're going to swap sides on this one. Then we're going to do step ups, rotating either side. Just stepping your foot as close towards your hand as you can, and then chest opener, thoracic chest opener as well. Here. Okay. Then you're going to step both feet forward. You're going to come into a squat to heel raise. So 10 of these. When you've gone through your 10 of those, then place your hands on your hips. 10 little squat jumps. Then 10 jumps, no hands. And then lastly, bringing the feet together, pogos, bouncing off your forefoot. Okay, so that's your dynamic warm-up. You can choose to do as many repetitions as you want to, but ideally I'd stick to about 10, and then from there build into your running drills or your drills for your sport that you're going to be taking on, and then obviously you can go into your main session from there. Okay.